Hi, I'm Amber. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing an exciting speed build. I've built a longboat, houseboat, narrowboat, canal boat. There's so many different words for it. I have built a houseboat in The Sims and I'm so excited to show you this speed build. So, you can see I already built like a little kind of fake canal lake thing. So we're just getting straight into the actual build of the boat itself. It was kind of tricky because I wanted it to be placed in, like, submerged into the water, but it couldn't be too low into the water because then the water was going inside of the boat. So you have to kind of find like a balancing act between that. I'm still not used to even like using water and ponds in The Sims 4 because like it didn't actually originally come with ponds or any landscaping terrain stuff, so I just barely use it. So it's good to have a go and actually try and use it in this build, and this build turned out so cute. I'm really it turned out adorable. As I mentioned in my last video, I've recently had a cold, so I'm really sorry if like my breathing is a little bit like the whole time. I'll try and edit out if I do any like coughing and things. But I just had a cold and I couldn't record while I had lost my voice, which was really annoying because my microphone that you're seeing had just arrived. I was so excited to record with it and then I couldn't. So yeah, you can see the kind of general shape of the boat is coming together. So I had to use some platforms and things to make the outside part and the inside part of the boat, and you'll kind of see the whole shape of that come together. So there's an outside part at either end where they can kind of, I guess, steer the boat and stuff. I don't really know how these work, but the stairway kind of took an annoying amount of space, which is really annoying because you can't have the stairs go straight to a door. But I mean, it makes sense, but also it's kind of really annoying. But that was just how I had to build that. And then you can see starting to make sure that I can fit a bed in the room that way around, because that's really going to affect my layout. And then making sure we fit in everything we need, so bathroom, kitchen, living room and bedroom, and just making sure that all of that is gonna fit into this shape that I've chosen, because it's only 3 tiles wide, which is really quite small for a Sims build, and given that, it honestly turned out adorable. So I use these windows so much. They're from Snowy Escape and I just think they're adorable. They're just like such a cute size and stuff. And then I nearly changed up the whole build, but it was being really annoying and like filling with water and not placing a floor. But the reason I did that was because the fridge opens the wrong way around and I wanted to change it to the other side of the room, but it just wasn't working. But that's kind of something that I wish they would add to the game, is being able to just, symmetrically invert the fridges so that they open from the other way around, because sometimes it looks so odd in a kitchen to have it the wrong way around. Oh well. So you can see I put like a really skinny galley kitchen, which makes total sense for a galley kitchen to be on a boat. That's kind of why they're called that. And then I've put a cute bookshelf, lots of storage options and things, because it is a tiny house on water. I didn't actually mark it as a tiny house in the game, which I probably should have done, but you know, it's a little teeny house on water. So I did include lots of storage options, trying to make it like kind of realistic looking. And so they've got their kitchen, dining area and living room. So I even included a dining table in this build, which I think is quite cool given how small this build is. It's adorable. And then you can see here choosing a bed and making sure that, because some of the beds are longer with like big headboards and footboards and things, and so making sure that I had one where your Sims have at least half a tile to walk around the end, because I'm pretty sure that's kind of the general rule, is Sims need half a tile to be able to walk through somewhere. After that it doesn't function. So they're obviously a lot smarter than in previous Sims games, so that's really cool. And means we can do these interesting builds like this. So you can see the bedroom kind of coming together. I was trying to stack those bookshelves, but it just didn't really work with that. But I like that that's kind of off the floor, so it, you know, they still have their books in their room, but it doesn't take up loads of room. Also, I mentioned in my previous video, but I'm going to mention it again, if I seem kind of off and a bit tired, I had to stop taking my iron tablets, and so my brain is kind of like, she's not doing great. Anyway, and you can see I put in these like little wardrobes either side of the bed that also function as their bedside tables. I thought that was really cute and a nice use of the space. But the shadows on those objects, I don't know what's going on. why the shadows look so hard. It's like there's a, I can't remember the word, but you know, people have like a filter on their game, like a mod that filters the game. You know what I mean? It looks like one of them, but it's just the game being weird. And then you can see I put loads of clutter, because if you lived here, you would have clutter everywhere. You don't have the space for any of your stuff. So there's lots and lots of lovely clutter and decor, and it's really not a plain build at all. It's really full of life and colourful, fun stuff. I really love houseboats. I think they're so cute. I actually, at one point, I was like, should I live in a houseboat? Because you buy the boat and then you just pay the mooring fees, and like, I know I'm oversimplifying, but you just pay the mooring fees and you don't have to pay for like a mortgage and stuff, and it seems kind of ideal. But I don't know, I love alternative homes, but then I never know if I could actually do it. But anyway, this is just something I really love. I'm particularly obsessed with vans though. I have a camper van myself, and I'm so obsessed with like van life stuff. Anyway, here you can see I'm decorating some more of the living room, just general living, kitchen, dining room, and I'm putting lots of nice shelves and things, all sorts of bits and bobs, custom old placed and free placed onto the shelves and stuff. I put that bin in, I will be entirely honest, I've not play tested this. That bin may not work. Also, the only way to get into the build is to teleport. Because I didn't put a ladder into the water. So the only way to get onto this is to teleport on. Sorry. You can easily change that though if you did want to play on this, but then you can see there I added some fairy lights and things. I gave them a little TV because the big ones just overpowered the space and looked ridiculous. And I figure that these people maybe don't just sit in there and watch TV all day. They have like different hobbies, and they're rowing the boat, you know, like traveling on their boat and things and going to different places, and so they wouldn't need a giant telly. Rowing it, oh my gosh, they're not rowing this boat. And then for like a brief second there, you can see the bathroom. It's a 1x3 tile which perfectly functions toilet, sink and shower, as long as you use the Snowy Escape or Discover University showers, which don't have the walls on them. Your Sims can walk straight through them and totally nothing goes wrong. The exteriors also turned out cute. This build just turned out so cute. The exterior sections, I split it off, obviously. It's split off into one at either end. And I put the one end was like just like a hangout spot. So you'll see it come together now. And the whole boat looked way too symmetrical, so I wanted to try and mix it up and do something different. So you can see here, I put almost a second floor on one end of the boat. And I think this was definitely a great idea, because it stopped it from looking so symmetrical and boring. And I don't know how realistic it is to have that much height on this. They'd probably, because I put like a laundry washing line up there, they'd probably have to take that down to go through like tunnels and things. But I like it and I think it's cute. So you can see here, this one's like a hangout spot. They've got 2 like bean bags, they've got a fireplace and lights and things on the fence. I really did try and decorate it and give them a cute like garden space, even though they don't really have a garden space. Because realistically, if you lived in this thing, you'd want to customize every bit of the space that you could and get the best use out of every bit of the space. So I even put like paintings and little plants and all sorts of things on that end. And I think that turned out adorable. And then I think we're going to the other end now. Yeah, you can see I put a whole washing area upstairs for them to do their laundry, and there's a little ladder up to that, little wind chime, and then this end is for like barbecues and things. So I tried to fit a dining option out here, but it's really tricky with the shape and size of the end of the boat. But these sofas, they are like perfectly shaped, obviously on purpose, for that shape of walls, and so that worked out perfectly to be able to fit that. It looks custom made into that space. It's so cute, and so that worked out really nicely. And then you can see here I was kind of messing about with how deep the boat could go into the water, which messed up the depth of the entire water that the boat was in, but it's alright. And so then I'm kind of basically finished with decorating that boat, and now just decorating the rest of the land, because obviously it's looking a little bit plain and not realistic. So I put some other boats, but I didn't want to build an entire another houseboat, so I put some other little debug bits and bobs. My favourite hack, it's not even a hack, but my favourite kind of life hack is don't scroll through debug. Just search what you're looking for on the gallery, click room, and someone will have probably uploaded it. Particularly with like cars and boats and like big items and trailers for making trailers. All of that stuff, don't scroll through debug for ages. Just, or save it to your own library as a room, and then you don't have to scroll forever. So that's what I did with a lot of these boat items. I just looked on the gallery for debug boat and found a whole bunch of boats and placed them all around the lot. And then I really wanted to try and clutter this up, make it a really like natural, wildlifey looking place. I also didn't want it to look like just one round little circle of water. I wanted it to look like an actual canal when you look at it from closer up. So I tried to cover up some of the bends and things with trees and bushes and all sorts of shrubbery and stuff. I think it turned out, I keep saying this, I think it turned out so cute, but I think that. And then I think it makes the boat look a lot more like it's actually been there for a little while, that people have docked there, if that's the word, and actually are living there, rather than just randomly placed in some random water. I especially love all the lily pads that I've placed and like the little floating log and things. I think it turned out adorable. I need to stop saying that. I've said that like 5-6 times now, but it did. It turned out so cute. Also, I'm not used to filming with this mic yet, so sorry you couldn't see my mouth the entire time. I hope this sound quality is alright. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to filming with the mic. Anyway, and then I placed a whole bunch of these. You can see these here. If you're not sure what these are, they're like spawn points for ducks and fireflies and mosquitoes and all different things and fish to all spawn within the lot and to actually like exist on the lot. And that, yeah, that's really cute. So that's kind of it. That's the build. Let's get on into the tour. I've just placed a random sim on this lot so that we can go into tab mode and tour this build properly. Also, I think it would be really cute to maybe try and build something like a cafe or something, but make it functional with a walkway straight onto it, so you don't have to teleport onto the build. But I think that would be something really, really cute to try and build as a boat. And here it is. You can see it looks so pretty. I love it. I want to live on it. And you can see all the different bits and bobs of artwork and stuff that I've placed around on the exterior and like the little windows, and you can see how the boat is slightly actually under the water, which I didn't know whether we'd be able to do in The Sims, but it turned out that we can, kind of, and that it works okay. And so yeah, and you can see all the like ducks and things in the background as well from those spawn points. I placed loads of different things like fireflies and bugs and things to make it go along with how much shrubbery and wildlife there is, to make the whole place feel really alive. So there you can see where they do their laundry, and then there's the barbecue area with the nice green sofa. I think that looks adorable. It looks so cute. And that sofa just fits so perfectly to, on purpose, like I say, obviously it's made that way, but fits so perfectly to this particular build, and I really like that. And then on the other side there you can see I put some different paintings and things on the wall, all sized down so that they actually fit with this build, but that is like a nice little detail. And then here you can see you come down and into what I would consider the front door of this boat. Having issues with trying to record this today, honestly. It doesn't want to go well, but here you can see the interior. It looks so cute. Oh my gosh, I keep saying it and I keep meaning it. It looks adorable. So you've got this beautiful long kitchen, 4-seater sofa. Oh, my cat just woke up. 4-seater sofa. You've got the little telly across from it, which, like, as far as I know, like, all of this is going to function. The only thing I worry about is the bin in the kitchen and whether Sims can squeeze by that. But that's kind of easy to solve and move somewhere else. But yes, you've got the 4-seater sofa. There's like books and fairy lights and plants and shelves with all sorts of bits and bobs. Really, I tried to detail it up. And there's bags hanging on the door, which fully functions. You can still, place those on doors and like all different wall decor objects on doors, and it's completely functional. It does look weird when they walk through it, but it will function. And then you can see like all random bits of clutter. Oh, there we go. You can see all random bits of clutter and their storage over at the end behind the table and chairs. I kind of can't believe how much like functionality fits into this, with like the decent sized kitchen, big sofa, dining chairs, a separate bedroom and everything. Like, it turned out, I was gonna say it turned out cute. I can't stop saying that. I haven't recorded for a couple of weeks. Sorry, I was just clearing my throat. And so like I've pre-recorded a bunch of stuff, and so I'm kind of not quite into the swing of things still. So if I seem a bit awkward, that's probably why. But there you can see the adorable bathroom with that like dream catcher thing and plants, and then there's some kitchen aprons on the door into the kitchen as well, and the bedroom at the very end of the build. This is so cluttered and I love it. So they've got their wardrobe, they've got their big double bed, so much decor, so much clutter, all their individual like shoes and toothbrushes and lotion, and there's a little table in the corner, the rug as well. And I put this like panelled, I think people call it shiplap wall, because I see that a lot in these types of like customized houseboats, and I think it's just like, if you want to make the wall out of that, you may as well just paint it instead of trying to make it flat and plastered. So I think that's kind of cute, so I added that into this build. And then you've got the little kind of back garden of the place, and so you've just got a hangout spot and a fireplace to just sort of sit and chill at, and there's a little awning for like a sunshade, plants and a shelf and books. Obviously those would fall off when you're moving, but it's cute. It's just cute. And there's little lights and things at the end on the fence, and you've got that view of the water. The whole thing is really, really adorable. I promise in my next video I'm going to try and be a bit less awkward. I'm going to try and stop saying the same thing 20 times in a row. I'm just really not in the swing of things, and I'm trying to get used to having a microphone in my face while I record. So yeah, sorry if this wasn't like the best recording. But yeah, also you can see all of the little dragonflies around that spawn point in build mode. How cute is that? Obviously I forgot to cut this bit out of the video where I was fixing this lamp that was not placed properly. There we go. I don't know why I left that in, sorry. And basically that is pretty much the whole build. So I did put this on the gallery, and if you want to find me on the gallery, I always put the name of my Origin ID thing in the description, but it's Mark and Amber Sims, one word. I made the account with my brother like 10 years ago. But also it's just called Narrow Houseboat on the gallery. I've moved how I'm sitting and now the mic's too high. And then here's just some screenshots. I don't usually include screenshots at the end of my builds, but of my videos, but I thought it'd be cute because I took some really nice ones with this build, and so you can see it from all different angles, and it turned out so good. I think it'd be really cute to play in this as like a house, so your Sims are actually in it and actually play in it, but I would probably have to build some kind of like deck that leads out so they can walk in and out of the boat rather than teleporting them in and out constantly. So if I built something like this again, that's definitely something I'd try and do. But yeah, that's the build. Sorry I wasn't my usual upbeat self. Just haven't recorded for a couple of weeks. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know, as always, in all my Sims builds, let me know if there are any build challenges or just build ideas in general that you'd like to see me try. I've got like 8 different builds I'm currently working on, and then I just kind of go between them. And so once those are done, I'm going to have run out of ideas. So I always need more ideas. So please drop some below. Honestly, I swear my brain hasn't caught up to the fact I'm actually recording a video right now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.